last complete poem, Annabel Lee, follows a familiar Poe storyline, the death of a beautiful woman. Poe lost many women close to him over the course of his life, and there has been much speculation and debate about who served as the inspiration for Annabel Lee. Most people believe that Poe wrote the poem about his late wife, Virginia Clem, who died of tuberculosis in 1847.
Night, a kingdom by the sea. A cold chill descends from the dark clouds, killing a man's young bride, the beautiful Annabel Lee. The man, left to live without his lover, is certain that she has been taken away by angels who are jealous of their love. Have the angels succeeded in destroying their bond? Can true love ever be broken? Find out. Read the last poem written by Edgar Allan Poe, The Chilling Annabel Lee.
It was many and many a year ago, in a kingdom by the sea, that a maiden there lived, whom you may know, by the name of Annabel Lee. And this maiden she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me. She was a child, and I was a child, in this kingdom by the sea, but we loved with a love that was more than love, I and my Annabel Lee, with a love that the winged seraphs of heaven coveted, her and me. And this was the reason that long ago, in this kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out of a cloud by night, chilling my Annabel Lee, so that her high-born kinsman came and bore her away from me, to shut her up in a sepulchre in this kingdom by the sea. The angels, not half so happy in heaven, went envying her and me. Yes, that was the reason, as all men know, in this kingdom by the sea, that the wind came out of the cloud, chilling and killing my Annabel Lee. But our love, it was stronger by far than the love of those who were older than we, of many far wiser than we, and neither the angels in heaven above nor the demons down under the sea can ever dissever my soul from the soul of the beautiful Annabel Lee. For the moon never beams without bringing me dreams of the beautiful Annabel Lee, and the stars never rise but I see the bright eyes of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And so all the night tide I lie down by the side of my darling, my life and my bride, in the sepulchre there by the sea, in her tomb by the side of the sea.
This poem gives me the chills.
Wait, so he climbs into her tomb at night?
Edgar Allan Poe is all about the chills.
Yeah, talk about author's purpose. If that was the prompt, this would be easy.
Unfortunately, it's not. But I got it here. How does Poe use figurative language to convey the speaker's strong feelings for Annabel Lee? Write a 300-word response analyzing how Poe's use of figurative language shows the depth of the speaker's feelings for Annabel Lee.
Figurative language. What's that again?
Personification, metaphor, simile.
Don't forget idioms.
Right. Wait, what are those again?
Figure of speech.
It's when you have to look at all the words together to understand the meaning, like the phrase, out of the blue.
Yeah, I can see how that could be hard to understand, if you took it word for word.
So, are we ready to look at the poem?
Yep.
Yeah?
Starts off like a fairy tale or something. It was many and many a year ago, in a kingdom by the sea, that a maiden there lived whom you may know by the name of Annabel Lee.
Kingdom by the sea. That may not be figurative language, but it definitely sounds romantic.
I know, like, do those still exist? Kingdoms by the sea?
I think just in fairy tales.
So maybe he's setting the tone. This is gonna be a story, maybe with some magic involved.
Maybe. I mean, he's definitely telling a story. Listen to this stanza. She was a child and I was a child in this kingdom by the sea. But we loved with a love that was more than love, I and my Annabel Lee. With a love that the winged seraphs of heaven coveted her and me.
They were both children?
Maybe like young adults?
He makes a big deal about their age later in the poem. He says that even though they were young, their love was really serious.
Serious enough that the winged seraphs of heaven got jealous.
What is a winged seraph? Some kind of angel?
Exactly. Like, I looked it up, and that's what it said.
I guess based on the context. Wings, heaven, sounds like an angel.
But why would an angel covet them?
Well, the narrator says that their love was pretty special. We loved with a love that was more than love. Is repetition a form of figurative language?
It's a device, right? It signals that this love of theirs is important.
So important that it made the angels in heaven jealous? Why?
The narrator explains down below. He says, the angels not half so happy in heaven, when envying her and me, they were jealous.
Because the narrator and Annabel Lee were happier than the angels?
Those are some not very nice angels.
Yeah, according to the narrator, they put out the death warrant for Annabel Lee.
Oh, yeah. He says, and this was the reason that, long ago, in this kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out of a cloud by night, chilling my Annabel Lee.
Wait, so the wind?
The wind blew on Annabel Lee. That's what led to her death.
Is that an example of personification? I mean, is the wind acting like a human? Or are the angels using the wind as like a weapon?
Well, he's arguing that the wind came out of the sky specifically with the intention of killing Annabel Lee.
Sounds like personification.
But how does this show the depth of the narrator's feelings for Annabel Lee?
He's claiming that the angels in nature were all involved in tearing them apart. Would they bother doing that if their love wasn't the biggest love ever?
I see your point.
I'm not seeing any metaphors or similes, though. I mean, he exaggerates a lot.
Like where?
Well, for example, here. After she dies, he says, and neither the angels in heaven above, nor the demons down under the sea, can ever dissever my soul from the soul of the beautiful Annabel Lee.
Are the angels and demons really trying to sever their souls?
That's what I'm saying. He's exaggerating.
Yeah, but to make a point, he's saying wild horses couldn't tear me away.
That's an idiom, right?
Yeah, it's also a, what's the phrase, hyperbole? Which basically means exaggerating.
Good find, Colin. I'm gonna write that down.
Looks like we've got a couple examples of how Poe uses figurative language to emphasize the narrator's feelings.
But I gotta say, I get that from the rhythm and the mood of the poem, too.
Even the title, Annabel Lee, says it all.
It's funny how we don't know much about her.
We know that she's beautiful and that she was very young.
Yeah, but that's it. Mostly we just hear her name over and over.
Well, it did happen a long time ago. Maybe the narrator forgot what she was like.
Oh, that's giving me the chills again.
It is creepy. He has this memory of her beauty and her youth, but no other details about her.
But he's haunted by her. Or by her death, anyway.
I think that's it. He's more obsessed with her death than with her.
Maybe that's why he has to go down to her tomb every night.
Okay, but she's like in a coffin, right? I mean, he's not lying next to her actual body, is he?
Okay, now you're just trying to freak yourself out.
This guy might be nutty, but I admire his grit.
His grit?
Yeah, he believes that the angels and demons are trying to keep them apart. And he's not gonna let them win.
Even if that means sleeping in a tomb.
Like he says, he's gonna dream about her anyway.
I guess that's the danger of figurative language. It's not supposed to be real. As soon as you actually believe that the wind is out to get you,
You're in trouble.
I'm glad you can see the romance in this, Colin, but yeah, I'm gonna stick with creepy.
But in a good way, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Have you read The Raven yet?
No, not yet.
Oh man, you're gonna lose your mind.
no, Annabel Lee is much worse.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it isn't.